Hi, I'm Willie Thomas from Atlanta, Georgia. Good to be with you all here this morning. I want to kind of like talk about the vaccine that everyone is taking right now. The vaccine, when someone like used this man-made vaccine and put it in their body, we have to be real careful about doing stuff like that because they messing with our only line of defense when it comes to the human body. If you stick something in our arms, and what you sticking in our arms, you saying it'll making our immune system stronger to fight off stuff. Wasn't nothing wrong with our immune system in the first place. When God made our immune system, they made it male and female. They made it great. When God made it male and female, they made it to restrain a whole lot of things that our body might go through and our body be holding up. But we as human beings, we keep feeling like it's not never good enough. What is good to a man or woman here on earth, so they can say, I'm satisfied with God's work. I'm satisfied with the way that God made the human body. So I understand sometimes some things go wrong, and when a person can procreate for the very first time, it's like procreate means that when you doing something for the very first time, since the body has already been here, when somebody they procreating something like something new. They add on to that. That's why I always say man can procreate because God have already created the human being. But when a man procreate, they creating something for the very first time. Whether it is good for the human being or whether it's bad. I just wanted to explain that word since sometimes some people don't understand that word. They'll go and look it up and they'll say it's not a word. They'll say procreate. But I'm not talking about procreate. I'm talking about precreate. The human being is already created, but that human being is making something for the very first time in society. So if a person struggled with that word, I just had to explain it to them so they'll know it is a such thing. When man and women is procreating, they doing this for the very first time. They already created, so they pre-created an event, and a venture. I'm sorry, I can't even get the word out. Making an invention, making something for the very first time. I just said it that way because I can't get that word out. And man do it all the time. God had already made man. Man pre-created a book, which would say a religious book for the very first time. When they done that, they add on and they saying that this magnificent God, both male and female, said all these things that did not say it. Now I don't want to get off of what I was talking about earlier. I was talking about this virus. So when you get these shots that they say, gonna help your immune system. Now, right now, we haven't seen where it's helping anyone. Matter of fact, we see more people now in the hospital like they was in the beginning when this thing first came out. And now all these people they've been given the shot. So only thing I'm just saying, it have to be a difference. If somebody's saying this thing gonna help you, you have to be able to see the help kind of like immediately. If you want the whole world to run out here and get these shots, you have to see, you have to show where it's helping a person. So a person gonna be hesitant. A person not gonna want to do it. And now what y'all finna do, y'all finna force people to do it. You know why? Because it ain't that y'all know if this stuff's gonna help somebody or not. Y'all just want it done. It can hurt people. It can keep people from having childbirth. This stuff also can hurt people. If it shut down their immune system, then they ain't got no line of defense. In other words, if a mosquito bite them, got a good chance of killing them. A bee sting, you get a cut, you might have to get your arm amputated. So what I'm saying, these things is not good. These things is not good when you're dealing with the living God. When you're dealing with the living God, when things happen sometimes you have to put the faith in their hands to get you through. Since they've been getting us through all this time. Sometimes we can't just give up how important the living God is. Now, we got to stop thinking that men and women have all the answers. Because they don't. It's a lot of things that they researching and they doing things on the fly. And it can cause harm and severe death to a lot of us. Because because they're more intelligent than us, we thinking that they know the right thing. We say, okay, they went to school for this. They got to be right. But not all the time they're right. They researching. But you know the only difference with that? By their researching, if they using us as human guinea pigs, if we die and people come out deformed and stuff like that, they're not compensating us for none of that stuff. They're not going to give us no money. The first thing they're going to say, it was scientists and we was trying to help society and we did something wrong. And that's it. Well, I'm going to depend on the living God, both male and female. If anything out here is so devastating, I'd rather go by their method. They the one who created the immune system. They the one who put it in my human body. So they know more about the anatomy than man here on earth. I just have to depend on them to get me through anything that I come up against dealing with men and women here on this earth. Like I say, I call on the living God, and I love the living God wholeheartedly, And I just feel like sometimes, when I get stuck on the word, my mind be racing 100 miles an hour. Sometimes I can't get the word out. I see it in my mind, but for some reason, I can't allow it to manifest sometimes. So I'm just saying, I hope y'all listen to the point that I'm referring to and not getting stuck on words sometimes. I'm doing this live. I'm not editing nothing. I want this thing to be a real live experience. I want to be like this thing called The Talk with Willie T. Not all the time I say a word correctly. I want you all to see the mishap. I want y'all to see the fumbling bumbling of words sometimes. Because I want it to be real. I don't want you all to look at things sometimes like people don't get stuck on words. They do it in the courtroom. I done seen attorneys get stuck on words in the courtroom. I done seen doctors get stuck on words. Everybody, it happened to everybody. It don't make nobody less intelligent when they get stuck on words. Don't make them sound like a fool. It ain't the word that they trying to get out their mouth. It's the point they trying to arrive to. My point is, I'm not messing with them vaccines. I'm going to let the living God keep my body. And just hope that when they do a mandate that it don't apply to me, hopefully. Hopefully I just can stand on my faith and they won't mess with me, Hi, I'm Willie Tubman from Malata, Georgia. Glad to have these words with you all this morning. Tune in tomorrow. I'll be putting something else on. Thanks. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.